here is the Edpuzzle. All right, so started with a little information since this is kind of in the middle of the actual TED Talk. Just a little about her. So her name, she is a Nigerian novelist. I have a little thing of Nigeria, where it is in Africa. And then just talks about how she was reading, writing at an early age, but at her school, she only received books about British characters and British life. When she turned 10 and read, I can't pronounce it, Things Fall Apart, about the clash between the Igbo tradition and the British colonial way of life, everything changed. I realized that people who look like me can live in books. She's been writing about Africa ever since. So that is a good summary of her. She's a novelist, writes about Africa because when she realized people like her could be in books.
Years later, I thought about this when I left Nigeria to go to university in the United States. I was 19. My American roommate was shocked by me. She asked where I had learned to speak English so well and was confused when I said that Nigeria happened to have English as its official language. She asked if she could listen to what she called my tribal music and was consequently very disappointed when I produced my tape of Mariah Carey. She assumed that I did not know how to use a stove. What struck me was this: she had felt sorry for me even before she saw me.
All right, so take a moment to write your response to this encounter in the box below. Did you have questions that were similar to her roommate? Have you ever heard these stereotypes? How does this make you feel? So students just kind of write, I probably would have thought the same things, but I don't think I would have let her know that I would have observed to see, to learn about her, because asking is kind of rude. That's my high school response. There we go. Submit. Super. All right, here we
Her
go.
default position toward me as an African was a kind of patronizing, well meaning pity. My roommate had a single story of Africa, a single story of catastrophe. In this single story, there was no possibility of Africans being similar to her in any way, no possibility of feelings more complex than pity, no possibility of a connection as human equals.
So I just want you to take a moment to think about that. Think about, are there times where you feel like there's something you don't understand or you only have heard one story, and so you feel like there's nothing you can relate to about it, or there's nothing that is understandable, there's no other way to look at it? Just kind of do some self-introspection. And if you don't feel like that's happened, think about how other people might be doing that in the world. How do they alienate those they don't understand? How do they separate themselves, thinking there's nothing they can possibly have in common? It's a very interesting human inclination and a very good thing to be aware of. So go ahead and just take a moment, think about that, and then we'll resume.
So that is how to create a single story. Show a people as one thing, as only one thing, over and over again, and that is what they become.
All right, true or false? The way to solidify a single story about someone is to create one narrative and to tell it once. This is false because you have to tell it over and over again. Boom, baby. Here we go.
It is impossible to talk about the single story without talking about power. There is a word, an Igbo word, that I think about whenever I think about the power structures of the world, and it is totality. It's a noun that loosely translates to be greater than another. Like our economic and political walls, stories too are defined by the principle of Nkali. How they are told, who tells them, when they are told, how many stories are told, are really dependent on power.
All right. What are the questions to consider about the stories we hear? When are stories told? All of the above. Is there more than one story? Who is telling them? Why are they telling them? So it's weird that all of the above is in the middle, but it's all of the above. What she just said. When are they told? Who's telling them? Why are they telling them? Is there more than one story? Boom.
Power is the ability not just to tell the story of another person, but to make it the definitive story of that person. The Palestinian poet Mourid Barghouti writes that if you want to dispossess a people, the simplest way to do it is to tell their story and to start with secondly. Start the story with the arrows of the Native Americans and not with the arrival of the British, and you have an entirely different story. Start the story with the failure of the African states and not with the colonial creation of the African states, and you have an entirely different
All right. So, what can I do to avoid only hearing and believing a single story? I can read literature from lots of countries, or yep, I'm just going to leave it at that. So this remains short, but it's open-ended. There's lots of things students can do. Alrighty. So, woohoo! I'll get my response. So I can go back to Edpuzzle. I can take a look at these due assignments. Click on it. And I can see what's so me, I watched it. It's 100% turned in on time. Here I see no skipping is allowed. And here is where I export results right below it. Sorry, I don't have the halo. So prevent skipping is on. Here's the assigned date to my 10th grade honors class. And then here's how I export the results.